Excellent!
Hey everyone, and welcome to my remodeling vlog of my massive remodel of my house. It is Monday and this is week 3. So after the demolition, if you missed it, week 1 was mostly electrical and we did some extra demo, tearing out most of the drywall in the kitchen. Week 2 was the rough plumbing installation and all of the work done skim coating this entire area of the house. So all of the walls are now pretty much flat, pretty much even. And I also showed you guys towards the end of that we're starting to move the flooring in. So what's changed since then? Not too much. I brought more of the flooring in. This is actually about half of it. This stuff is really heavy. I can carry 2 of them at once, so I managed to get about 25 of them in. Today, I need to bring the rest in from my truck. The plan for this week, 1 more day of work on the walls by the skim coat crew. After that, there's gonna be a primer coat. We're hoping that's gonna go in either tomorrow or Wednesday. And then the stretch goal for this week is to get the flooring in, and there's gonna be some subfloor prep that goes on, and then hopefully all the flooring should go in just a day or 2. That may or may not happen towards the end of this week. Fingers crossed if that actually does happen, but there's one other thing happening this week that I'm gonna have to deal with. Rain. Actual rain. We're expecting a couple inches probably tomorrow on Tuesday, so I need to make sure that everything is buttoned down as much as possible outside. I'll be working on that today, but before any of that, let's do one last time lapse from the skim coat crew. That's Wilbur and Marco, by the way. They've been doing a great job, and they're gonna finish off the edges and sanding. So I just spent a bunch of time doing some final sexy B-roll shots of this system right here. If you guys didn't get a chance to check it out, I highly recommend it. I finally finished this build. It's the Singularity Specter 2.0 and I'm just really happy with how it turned out, and I want lots of views on that video for the amount of time I spent getting this system put together. Anyway, what was I doing over here? The outdoor area out here is a little bit of a mess. I had plastic over a lot of stuff. We pulled it off because I was like, I need to get at this and at this and at that. Unfortunately, we're getting a lot of dust built up on things because, you know, it is outside. We should probably do something about that. But like I said, we're expecting rain. We did get a heavy downpour during the demolition weekend, and I was able to sort of reality check how things are working. This side's doing really good. We're not getting any splash over. The diverters are helping to divert stuff so that water trickles down into the actual gutters. Corner over here is probably okay, but we might get some splashing with a really heavy downpour. This gap up here is actually what's causing the issue, because with heavy rain hitting the roof up here above this diverter, it's splashing. It's just splashing through that gap. The ground down here was getting wet enough to actually be wet, and we actually put some stuff on this side, like these cabinets I want to try to reuse, because I thought this side was going to be a little bit safer. So one of my goals today is going to be to get some plastic. I think I'm just going to do a temporary tape the plastic up there job so it can hopefully last for this week and prevent as much splashing as possible. What I should really be doing over here though is consolidating as much of this stuff as possible and making just sure it's going to be safe from the rain when it actually rains. I have a few more hours left to do that, so let's get to work. I know this is going to be temporary, and just going to tape to the top right now. I'm not quite ready to drill or commit to anything like that for this. But I do have this awesome Scotch 233 Plus green tape, which Bill Owen gave to me. MNPC Tech. Just got it started up there. This tape sticks really well, but it also peels off really cleanly, so that's cool. And I put an extra piece right here because if it's going to start to come down, it'll probably start peeling at the corner. And there you have it, guys. My splash guard. An impenetrable barrier against all manner of liquids. And I think even more than that, a testament to mankind's triumph over nature, our dominance of our surroundings. I have complete faith. Okay, I really hope this works. Our refrigerator's very life depends on it. Oh no, it's raining. Water's falling from the sky. Oh no. As predicted, rain started last night, continuing this morning. The bulk of it is supposed to happen at midday today. I need to get ready to head out because I'm supposed to take her, drop her off at my parents' house, and I need to take Hero to the vet. Wilbur and Marco are going to be finishing off sanding today, so I'm going to get stuff set up for them inside. In the meantime, though, I have some good news and some bad news about my rain prevention techniques. So for one, along the edges here, you know, we are getting some splash over. Those are just trash bags right now, so not a big deal. A little bit coming over onto like the improvised tabletops that we put over right here. But hey, look at my impervious wall of plastic up there, and look at the ground down here, and you might notice just how awesome and effective that totally has been. I'm actually a little bit surprised. I was expecting a little bit more drippage over this, but it hasn't been too windy, fortunately, and it doesn't look like it's about to come down or anything like that. Over here is where most of the drainage happens, and I do have a bit of a puddle forming right there. I might have to check this midday and maybe do some sweeping out of stuff. Here's a look at the inside and the walls after the finishing work that they did yesterday, being admired by the dogs. I'm just amazed at how like super flat and clean they were able to get all of these walls. They haven't even been primered yet. There's still sanding to happen today, but I'm so happy once again with how all this is turning out. And also, Wilbur and Marco, being super awesome dudes that they are, helped me bring in a bunch of the flooring yesterday. Unfortunately, here by our back doors, I've discovered that the weather stripping is not doing a good job at all, so I've propped something up out there to hopefully block some of the splash action, and gonna dry this up so that when the flooring needs to go in a couple days, it hopefully won't still be wet. The easy up, however, back here behind our bedroom is doing the poorest job of actual liquid prevention. Those are old dog beds there that we are still using for outdoor stuff, but they are getting a little damp down there in the bottom, and there's a little bit of water coming over onto the table. Most of the stuff out here isn't too non-waterproof, but what's happening is the easy up is collecting water up there, then every so often the wind blows and it does a bit of a waterfall down the sides, and that splashes everywhere. I think that brings us up to speed for this morning though, so let's continue with the time lapse. See how things are going out here. Oh, it's like a winter wonderland. Look at this fine white powder all over the ground. It's like back in college or something. This is the final stage sanding. So right when I got back from the vet and dropping Hannah off, the rain just started coming down intensely. Actually, it was a pretty big downpour. Of course, it is all settled now, and I didn't have the camera with me to capture it right then. But again, good news for the most part, which is just that stuff down here is staying pretty much dry for the most part. So I am fairly happy, I guess, with the solution for this side yard area. I did not get as far along yesterday as far as cleaning the stove and everything as I intended to, but fortunately things here are staying pretty dry. Meanwhile, inside work is continuing with the sanding day. Oh goodness. I spoke too soon. Now it's raining. I believe that qualifies as rain. Oh. Well, maybe these plants will perk up. It's getting stronger. I should put a gutter back here. Here it is. The priming, I'm sorry, not the priming, but the skim coats are all in. The sanding is completed. Everything is super smooth and ready for the primer coat, which is gonna go in tomorrow. This is the crew for the skim coats and everything, Wilbur and Marco, and they did a great job. Okay, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Everyone say hi to Wilbur and Marco in the comments. Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye-bye. Goodbye. It's Wednesday now, and Hannah's got a hoodie on. And there's a bunch of plastic being put up inside. Let's check it out. Mix in the primer. And just like that, the primer coat is on. That was actually really quick once they got everything masked off. Since they were using sprayers and everything, it really only took a couple hours. So now we have what looks like nice, clean, white painted walls, but it's just primer. So this is gonna need to dry today, and then tomorrow they should be starting on the floors. Hopefully tomorrow, there's a chance it might be Friday. All right guys, it's Thursday morning now, and the floors are gonna go in today. But it's really early. It's only barely starting to get light. I believe our contractor Michael is showing up this morning, but also the guy in charge of the floors Frank is gonna be here at 7 a.m. So last night we were just trying to air this out as much as possible from the primer coat that went on yesterday. And now this morning, ASAP, after they get here, I need to pull the vanity and the toilet from the back bathroom so that they can install the floor there. I'm very excited that the floors are going in, but also our daughter Hannah woke up at 5 a.m. this morning, so I didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I'm not exactly firing on all cylinders yet. I hope I have time to get some coffee first. So I got the vanity and sink pulled out, but look at this. Already starting to get rain. So inconvenient. Floors are already starting to go in. Checking in midway through the day. Oh my gosh, look at all this that's already installed. Wood flooring, I mean, it's not really wood, it's vinyl, but it looks like wood. Almost halfway through this entire room already. And I think a big reason why this is going fast is because they got this awesome cutter thing there. I need to get one of those. No, I don't. I don't. I want one of those. Be nice though. Additional cutting taking place out on the front porch because it's raining again, so the back patio isn't quite as good of a spot. Most of the way down the hall into the bathroom. I think I need to pull the toilet soon. Well, look at this, you guys. It's Friday morning now, and apart from the area in there where the toilet is, the floor has pretty much completely been installed. The installers, Frank and Luis, have been doing a really quick job. They've been tearing through this project, and they're coming back this morning. It's Friday morning now, by the way, at 7 or 7:15 to finish this off. And when I say finish this off, they really only have a tiny bit of flooring left to put in down there, but they're going to be doing the trim around all of the baseboards and then going around the doors as well today. We have just been enjoying having actual floors in here again. We actually ate dinner out here last night, which was cool. And I put Hannah on her little walker thing and she was rolling around the floor last night. There's tons of space for activities out here now. But also insane that it's Friday and you remember Monday? This has been a 1 week video once again, but wow, our contractor Michael has been really getting things lined up back to back to back to back. And we might even have painting starting on Saturday, tomorrow. Still waiting on confirmation for the paint, but for today, here are the baseboards and trim going in. Hi. You want this camera too? Show us how you can walk around, baby. Yeah, you go walk around, okay? Where's mommy? Go over to mommy.
Good job, baby.
Good job, baby girl. Keep going.
You're doing so good. You're doing so good.
Well, hello. So here is the main living room and dining room now. After about 5 days of work this week, starting with the sanding and finishing of the walls, moving on to the primer coat on Wednesday, floors on Thursday, and then all the trim and everything went in on Friday. So you might be thinking I'm about to end this video, but it is now Saturday morning. We are up early yet again. There's a crew arriving yet again because we're pushing to have this be apparently the most eventful week since we did the demolition, because next up is paint. Floors are all covered. Ceiling's already painted. Caulking is going in along all the trim, and we have a tough decision to make. Look at that. Can you tell the difference between those three? After some very difficult decision making, we are going to go with our original choice, polar bear. That's the one on the left. And just like that, our walls are painted. Don't they look good, Hero? Yes, they do. Very good boy. You're being so patient during this whole process. Now you might notice we still have paper and masking tape down a lot of places. They have painted the walls. They haven't painted the trim just yet. So for this next week, as they move on to work on the kitchen, which is going to involve cabinets, they might paint the trim before the cabinets, or they might do it after the cabinets. We're going to figure that out. But all of that will be revealed in a future video, because that is all for this one. My week 3? Yes, week 3 of my massive home remodel project so much progress this week, so that's really, really cool. I hope you guys like how it's coming along. I'm really excited to have a lot of this space actually usable again, and the walls looking so clean and light, and I feel like it's even brighter in here than it was before, so that's really cool. Stay tuned for more follow-up videos on this. We got cabinets, countertops, finished electrical and plumbing, and the sink to go in, the hood, and all that good stuff that needs to go into the kitchen, and then eventually we'll have like a functional kitchen again too, and won't that be nice? But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you all in the next one.